Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic, lesser known classic. This is episode number 2617, double number 25. I think it's 17. I think it's 11. Yeah, 2511. I think so, correct? Oh, excuse me, it's 2623 and Doubleshot 2617. My apologies. Alright, first up from Marvel. Now, these two characters know being weird and just a bit outrageous, in a way. First up, we have basically the writer who wrote this character from, he had a brief ongoing series when it was X Legacy Volume 2. Now he's got a mini-series. We have Legion Trauma. This collects the entire 5-issue series by Peter Mulligan, who actually wrote the Legion ongoing, which was X Legacy Volume. He wrote all the issues except for what would have been issue 25. That was actually written by Cy Spurrier. Mostly put, here's the story. We have David Heller, the son of Charles Xavier, in this book. Now, there's only one reason why they decided to give a series for Legion. And the reason is quite simple. He had a TV show, so this is especially for a TV show. Give him a mini-series, because he had a TV show. I don't think it's on the air anymore. It was on the air alongside Gifted. I think it aired on FX, not mistaken. So, Legion is having trouble in his head. So he hires a psychiatrist to deal with it. And he proceeds to bring her into his mind. We have this mindscape stuff happening here. And it's all taken on this guy called Lord Trauma. By the way, the artwork here is done by Wifaro Torres. Says all issues except for issue 4. Liam Ferguson co-does the artwork with the final issue, issue 5. The cover art is basically Javier Rodriguez. Yep. Now, of course, the book ends kind of a bit of a happy note where after Trauma, it's like she goes off merry way, gives me a psychiatrist, becomes like a refugee person. But then we turn reality where she's still in a coma. Yes. Kind of a weird ending to this book, but still pretty good mini-series overall. I give the book roughly a 9 out of 10. Now, weirdly enough, some of you might be thinking, who created Legion, you might ask? Chris Claremont. Yep, he created this character from New Mutants. He was even briefly a member of New Mutants. He hasn't been part of New Mutants in years. What he's doing now? I'm not sure. He doesn't do much nowadays. Next up we have is Larfleeze, Volume 1, Revolt of the Orange Lanterns. This collects his backup feature from Threshold, which is from the first 5 issues, and the first 6 of his 12-issue ongoing series. Yes, Larfleeze had an ongoing series published in 2013 to 2014. Yeah, and this guy here, that apparently is his butler, who's writing his journal, and it's a few paragraphs, and like, really? That's it? Yeah, because the whole thing with the Threshold feature in here, by the way, the book is written by Keith Giffen and Jay Matias, art by Scott Nolans. And this actually is only 2 books to feature something written by Keith Giffen. The other, of course, I'll feature in the next Comic Corner. So the Threshold stuff, mostly put, is just a short story thing of him with his butler writing his own book because his chronicle, because only with the Guardians. And it's a very interesting tale. What it is just basically him doing stuff throughout these issues. And then basically being Syed, his own guardian, who's dead, like I mentioned. Dealing with that. And the thing wraps up leading into the ongoing series because basically his journal's been stolen. So basically the next issues are just, well, by the way, Keith Gibbons credited as for plot and breakdowns. Dan Matias basically is credited for script. The artist is done by Scott Nolans. So basically the same creative team as the ongoing, as the backup feature. Yeah, so pretty much in the way Larfleeze is looking for his journal. He encounters, by the way, he has his cool little nod to Galactus in here. Even though that's not Galactus, but looks like him. So, and we sort of learn the history of the Orange Lantern Corps throughout these issues. Like there was a lot of members, but basically, yeah, it's like exploring their history, which is weird. It's okay. Nothing to write home about here. Do I think this book is bad? No, I don't think so. Um, but I think it probably sold better than Threshold. Yeah, it did. As a matter of fact, I think this book launched right after the feature wrapped up. I think it did, if I'm mistaken. Let me take a look here about this, because Larfleeze, his own series, is kind of weird, but I guess they figured, though, why not give him one? Larfleeze, aka Agent Orange. That's what he calls himself. Agent Orange. He allegedly called himself that. Yeah, 2013, 2014. I think the book basically came out right after his time in Threshold. Okay, so the first issue of this book was released. Okay, so issue 1 was released on June 2013. His last story from Threshold was released in May. So it's like, yeah, pretty much like right after this feature wrapped up with Threshold, they gave him this ongoing series, which, well, actually, this book contained the first five. It says the first 5 issues. Yeah, but that's not actually true. It actually contains the first 6 issues. But still okay book for what it is. Yeah. By the way, the butler's name is Pulsar Stargrade. He basically is here for the entire series. Now you might be thinking, does he return once the series wraps up? No. Does Larfleeze, does he return right after basically this wraps up? Like, did he pop up in Arab books? His book wrapped up. He popped up in some books. I think next time he appeared was probably in Haldrick and Let's Go. But I'll talk more about that later. But yeah, it seems like though that DC just gave this book right after his time in New Guardians. Oh, if you're curious though, when did Saya pass away? Uh, oh yeah, they brought in the Captain Kate. Let's see. No, it's not. I'll look over there. Oh, it's just a ring contract of Saya. It's not the actual one. Yeah, and they also have the Star Rovers, this group who just Keith Giffen brought up from the annual. Yeah, but in the main book itself, it's interesting for what it is. It's not terrible. It's just okay. You got a good artwork though. Scott Knowles does a great job with the artwork. By the way, the main villain of this book is the Gods of House of Tarth Dan. Yep, that's your main villains of this book. Yeah, and they're here for like the entire series, except for like one issue. Yeah, I'll talk more about this series later, but it's okay. I'll give the book roughly 8.5 out of 10. Yep. So yeah, that's a particular view. So I'm gonna read some comics and watch Tales of the Wedding Rings. Okay, next video.